Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. If you're new here or you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up while you're listening, as it does really help us out a lot. And join our Facebook group. If you haven't, it's called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. We'd love to see you over there to continue the chats about reselling. Today we're going to be talking about a new feature in List Perfectly that was just released with their newest beta version of List Perfectly. This is only available for Pro Plan members. If you are a List Perfectly user and you haven't at least tried the Pro Plan, I do highly recommend it. If you are seriously wanting to take your business to the next level, the Pro Plan is the way to do it. It comes out to about $2.30 a day when you average it out over a 30-day month period for the $69 subscription fee. $2.30. I mean, if you make one extra sale or save yourself enough time using the Pro features that you're listing 10 extra items a day or cross-posting 5 extra items, the $2.30 is paid for every day with one sale, right? So try List Perfectly's Pro Plan if you haven't. You can upgrade to that plan with our code FlippinHippos and get 30% off your first month. So you can try it for a month at the same cost as the business plan and just see if it's for you. If you're a hobby seller, you don't sell very much, the Pro Plan clearly isn't for you. But if you are full-time or want to take your business to the next level, $2.30 is hardly a hardship to invest in your business. So today's new feature that we're going to talk about is only for the Pro Plan members. But it is so super cool. It's called the Sales Order Detection. So let's take a look at it. The sale detection, you're going to set up on your little List Perfectly tool here on your, you see my mouse moving there? So if you don't have your List Perfectly icon up here on your address bar, you would go to this puzzle piece right here, click that, and make sure this little blue mark next to List Perfectly, the push pen, make sure that's blue, and then your List Perfectly will show up here, and you can get right to all your settings. So in order for the sales detection to work, you are going to have to link your individual stores to List Perfectly. The sales detection at current is only available for Mercari, Poshmark, and eBay. The other platforms will come down the pipeline, but for now it's those three: eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark. And again, you have to be a Pro Plan user, but this is so cool. So go to your icon, click Settings, go to Poshmark, make sure that your shop ID is in there. Mercari, you want your shop ID in there. And eBay, it is case sensitive, so you have to have your shop ID in exactly the way it is on each of these platforms. So our Poshmark is at the _HIPPO_hut. And that is exactly how I had to put it in here to ensure that it will work. You can find that right on your closet. That's going to be what you plug into the List Perfectly icon up here. Mercari, your ID. So we have the Hippo Hut, all one word, but we have the capital H's and all that, so I had to put it in exactly. And then eBay right here, anywhere you're on the back end, and you can just copy and paste these right in instead of trying to type them, or you can just pull your settings up while you're on this page looking at it and type it in exactly. But you need your shop IDs in here in order for this to work. Once those are in, you can push close on the bottom. So you go to your settings, set those up, close, go to sales, and all your new sales are going to load in. Now, we haven't sold anything today since we've done our shipping, so you're not going to see newer sales in here, but I'm still going to show you how this works. You can also check your progress at any time. This will automatically check at intervals around the clock. As long as your List Perfectly is open, it will also make a noise. So it's going to check at 2:10, 2:11, and 2:09 p.m. on these platforms respectively. And it will check regardless of whether I have a List Perfectly tab open or not. But if I have a List Perfectly tab open over here, when my sale detector goes off at those times, if it finds new sales, cha-ching, and it's really loud. It's like the super coolest cha-ching I've ever heard. I actually like it even more than the eBay app. It's pretty loud, goes off. We can hear it across the house. Something sold. And you can always watch your progress here as well. It'll tell you for each platform, again, when it's going to launch, the next time it's going to check, if the sales are loading in, if it detected new sales, and when it imported them. You can close that out and go back to this recently sold page. So any of those sales that List Perfectly detects and imports are going to come right here. I'm going to show you one more time how to get here. Settings. Go to each platform, make sure you're plugged in, and you go to sales, and this is where all your new sales are going to show up. And they're going to show you where they sold. Do you see how cool this is? Nemo's, that's not Nemo, that's Dory. I called her Nemo this morning too. I said, Keith, don't forget to pull the Nemo. That's Dory. So $15.99 sold on December 9th at 7:38 a.m. on eBay. If I click this sold button next to it, do you know what's going to happen? It's going to pull that listing up right on my List Perfectly catalog. Hey, and if it was a new sale, this would still be listed on Poshmark, Mercari, and Citizen. And so I could just end it and mark it sold and end it on the other platforms. So it makes ending items so much easier as well. Because again, you just go here. Hey, what sold overnight? Oh, look, Mickey Mouse sold. Let's click the sold button. Oh, it pulls it right up on List Perfectly for you. And you can mark it sold from there and end it. Now, this isn't because we have multiple quantities of Mickey Mouse. I've talked about this Mickey Mouse on the channel before. We still have a couple boxes full of him. But again, it's so easy to now end your listings. Disney Princess sold. Disney Princess Cat, I should say, and she'll pull up right here. So if this had just sold, if it was a new listing here, where it says sold on eBay, it would still show me that it was actually a live listing everywhere. And then you would end it as you normally do, which is to hit edit, go down to inventory and sales. You would hit sold. All your tabs would come up here as it was closing it or ending it in the other platforms. And then you would hit eBay and update so that you could see where it sold. So that makes it super easy, because the old way, I want to show you real quick with one of these items, just to show you the difference and how much quicker this is. If I had sold a Nemo before the sales detection new thing happened, I would go to my List Perfectly catalog, and I would type in Dory, and I would wait until it brought up all my Dorys. And like, this one's the one that sold, but if it was a brand new sale, this is what it would look like here, right? And then I would be able to end her. But then I would have to go to my next sale and search for that and end it. But you didn't have this cool little thing that I'm looking at. So it used to be you would have to go to eBay, orders awaiting shipping, which we don't have any yet. Like I said, since we've shipped this morning, we haven't made any sales. We sold a lot overnight. We woke up to like 8 sales on eBay. Should have done this video before shipping, but anyway, you used to have to go here and look at each item you sold, search for it here, and end it. And then you could go to your Poshmark and go to your solds and Mercari and so on and so forth. And then you would have to look those up over here. But now it is just a matter of going to your List Perfectly icon, to sales, hitting the sold button next to what sold since the last time you've gone through and ended items. It will pull it up for you. Boom. And you can end it. Super easy. This is just one step closer to the automatic ending of items that everyone has been pushing for and asking for from List Perfectly. That does take a while. It does take a lot of things in the background, a lot of different coding and testing and beta testing, a lot of different steps along the way. But this is one step closer. I'll take it. It's still so much easier than it used to be. Every time List Perfectly puts out a new feature, it takes what was already easy and makes it even easier to do. I love List Perfectly. Can you tell? I'm always talking about them. Try them out for 30% off your first month, or upgrade to the Pro plan for 30% off your first month using our code flippinhippos. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can certainly ask me down in the comments. List Perfectly has a Facebook group. They have amazing customer service right on their website. You can join our Facebook group and ask questions in there. But yes, we are one step closer to the automatic ending of items once they sell. And one last thing before I let you go, I do want to let you know, make sure that when you are ending items or marking them sold or delisting items to relist them, that you are doing it through List Perfectly and keeping that healthy catalog. If you're ending items directly on the platforms, you're unlinking the item ID from that platform to List Perfectly. So if you're going on eBay and you're doing the old end sell similar, and then you're relisting those items, your old ID numbers are still in List Perfectly. Your new ones aren't. You've broken that link. So the sale detection isn't going to work. The ending of the items isn't going to work. And that goes for all the platforms. If you are going to end a listing for any reason or relist it, make sure you're doing it through the back end of your List Perfectly catalog so that you're keeping a healthy catalog, and all of your items on all of your platforms have those specific item IDs loaded into List Perfectly. That is how List Perfectly works. That's how it stays integrated. Once you've broken those links, nothing will work right, and then you've got tons of issues. Go be productive, guys. Go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.